I actually get this question a lot, so I'm gonna do a little video about how I address it. So the question is essentially, all right, so I tested positive for COVID. I'm confused about isolation guidelines. I'm taking Paxlovid because I'm immunocompromised and the rest of my household is negative. My doctor said 10 days isolation, but does doing a rapid test at home and getting negative result release you from isolation? So yes and no. The first part is it depends when your negative test was. If you took a test while you're on Paxlovid, then it's just don't trust it. What Paxlovid does is it decreases your viral load. So if you're positive, you can become negative while on Paxlovid, and then once you're off Paxlovid, you become positive again because of the Paxlovid rebound. I have videos on that, but yeah. So if you test on Paxlovid and you get negative, you shouldn't just release yourself from isolation because of it's an antiviral. It decreases your viral load, so it could decrease it below the limited detection for the rapid test. So in that case, it's like not a real negative. So my general guidance for that is that there's no point in testing or wasting tests during the 5 days that you're on Paxlovid. Then after that, give 24 hours after the completion of Paxlovid to test again. If you still have active replicating virus in your system, this will put you back in the positive zone, where it would be red on a rapid test. So if you test negative then, give it another 24 hours after that, so 48 hours after you first stopped Paxlovid, or completed the Paxlovid dose. And then if you test negative twice, 24 hours, 48 hours after finishing, then you should be good to go. But you should still wear a mask for at least 5 days after that, because what the rapid test does is it has a limit of detection, so you could still be transmitting some very low levels of COVID, and really, in theory, all it takes is one virion to infect someone. So let's say you're exhaling very low levels, like 10 virions a minute. So if you were around someone for half an hour, you could potentially still give them COVID. So that's why you should still wear a mask for that time as the virus continues to taper out of your system. And by taper out, I mean taper out from an active sense. So that's the essential guidance for if you get infected with COVID.